Hare Krishna. So this chapter is entitled The Liberation of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Can you hear me, Prabhu? Can you hear me? Okay, all right. So here the conversation is between Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi. He was a follower of Shankaracharya. And in the beginning, he could not identify the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the supreme personality of Godhead. But later on, by mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya realized Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's identity. And today's verse is starting from 150. Here, mainly I have seen the philosophical discussion is going on between Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a follower of Mayavada. Mayavada means they don't accept Lord's form. The Lord has a beautiful form, as you know, Krishna form, Sham Sundar Muralidhar. He is playing flute, a very beautiful form, and that form is very, lovable form to the devotees. But those who are Mayavadis, they think this form is false, uh, and it is only imaginary form. So in this way, uh, they also have some verses from Vedic literatures. Actually, Vedic literatures are sometimes a little confusing to newcomers, those who are fresh students. For them, Vedic verses are very confusing. Sometimes apparently contradictory verses are there in the Vedas. Sometimes apparently contradictory verses are there. Just like there is a verse, uh, it is verse number. Okay, it will come. Where it is said that Apanipado Javanagrahita, that Lord has no Apani. Apani means he has no leg. Apani means he has no hands. Apani Pado, Apani Apado. Apado means this awe is denial. So Apani Apado, Apani Pado. So he doesn't have leg, he doesn't have eyes, he doesn't have hands. This type of verses are there in the Vedic literatures. Also, opposite verses are there. Sarvataha pani padam tat sarvato kshi shiromukham sarvato sutimalloke sarvamavrita tishtati. Sarvataha pani padam. Everywhere he has hands and legs. Sarvataha pani padam. Sarvato kshi. Everywhere he has eyes. Shiro. Everywhere he has hands. Mukham. Everywhere he has mouth. Sarvato Akshishira Mukha, Sarvato Satimalloke. Everywhere he has hearing, ear. Everywhere he has ear. Sarvama Abhrichatishtati, and he is all pervading. He is existing as all pervading. So you see opposite conclusion. Opposite apparently looks like opposite verses. So that's why the Mayavadis, they accept one kind of verses and deny other kind of verses. And Vaishnavas, they accept both the verses. They accept both the verses. So verse 150. Apanipado Sruti Borje Prakrito Panicharan Punakahe Shigra Chale Kare Sarvagrahan. So the Vedic Apanipada mantra rejects material hands and legs. Yet it states that the Lord goes very fast and accepts everything offered to him. In one side it is said that he doesn't have leg, he doesn't have hand. Another side it is said that he runs very fast. Without leg, how can he run? And he can accept anything which is offered to him. So that means without hand, how can he accept? So in this way, Both type of apparently contradictory verses are there, but the conclusion is that when Shruti says that he is apani, he doesn't have hands, that means he doesn't have material hands. And when it says that Lord has hands, sarvata apani padam, that means he has spiritual hands. So material hands means limited, but spiritual hands are unlimited. So in this way, both are correct. He doesn't have hand means he doesn't have material hand. He has so many hands, sarvata, everywhere. He has hands means he has spiritual hands. So in this way, the Lord doesn't have material form, but he has spiritual form. Prabhuji, load shedding started. Can you hear me, Prabhuji? Load shedding started. Can you hear me? I don't know why you are silent. Again, electricity came, load shedding was there. Prabhu, I think you cannot hear me because when I am asking question, you cannot reply. Can you hear me, Prabhu? Oh. Also, load shedding was going on. Load shedding was going on. Okay. অতএব শ্রুতি কহে ব্রহ্ম সবিশেষ মুখ্য ছাড়ি লক্ষণাতে মানে নির্বিশেষ. So the Vedic literature, Shruti, Vedas, they describe that Brahma is uh, personal and it has forms. It has forms. All these mantra confirm that the absolute truth is personal. But the Mayavadis, throwing away the direct meaning, interpret the absolute truth as impersonal. Vedas, they accept Brahman as personal, full of varieties and full of forms, beauty. But the Mayavadis, they reject this direct meaning. They accept indirect meaning. সরস্বর্য পূর্ণানন্দ বিগ্রহ যাহার হেন ভগবানে তুমি কহ নিরাকার. So Lord is full with six opulences. And he has a vigraha. Vigraha means he has a form, beautiful form. And you, the Mayavadi, you call him impersonal, formless. So that is not correct. The Mayavadi conclusion is not correct. Sometimes it is described Lord is formless. That means Lord has no material form. This is Vaishnava understanding. That is the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained. স্বাভাবিকতি ন শক্তি যেই ব্রহ্মে হয় নিঃশক্তিক পরিতারে করহ নিশ্চয়. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has three primary potencies. And are you trying to prove that he has no potencies? Lord has three potencies. Antaranga, Bahiranga, and Tatastha. Antaranga, Bahiranga, and Tatastha. And you are telling the Lord has no potencies. Lord is called Sarva Shaktiman. Vishnu Shakti Para Prukta. Kshetragakha Tatha Para. Avidya Karma Sanganda. Tritya Shakti Rishyate. The internal potency of the Supreme Lord, Vishnu, is spiritual. internal potency is spiritual potency, and there is external potency is Maya. External potency is Maya, and living entities, they are like Tatastha. So in this way, Lord has three kinds of potencies. Uh, and the Maya's function is to make living entities godless. Prabhuji, we are unlucky today. Every 5 minutes electricity is going on, load shedding is prevailing. Every 5 minutes, load shedding is going on. Load shedding is going on. Okay. I am not getting the connection. Can you hear me, Prabhu? Haribol, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Prabhu? Can you hear me? Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? Okay. 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 So 153. স্বাভাবিক তিন শক্তি যেই ব্রহ্মে হয় নিঃশক্তিক করি তারে করহ নিশ্চয়. So there are three types of, that is 153, verse 153. There are three types of energies in Brahman, but you, I mean you mean the Mayavadi, you think that he has no energies. He is without energies. Vishnu Shakti Paraprukta, this is verse 154, text 154. Vishnu Shakti Paraprukta Khetragakha Tatha Para Avidya Karma Sanganna Tritya Shakti Rishyate. The internal potency of the Supreme Lord, Vishnu, is spiritual, as verified by the Shastras. There is another spiritual potency known as Kshatraga, the living entity. And the third potency, which is known as the Niscience, that is Maya, illusory energy, makes the living entity godless and thus fills him with fruitive activities. In this way, three types of energies are mentioned here: internal energy, external energy, and a living entity, the jiva. And living entities are covered by these external energy. In this way, they forget God. Text 155. जया क्षत्रज्ञ शक्तिशा बेष्टिता नृप सर्वगा संसार तपन खिला नवाप्नोति अत्र संततान. O king, the Kshatragya Shakti is the living entity. Although he has the facility to live in either the material or spiritual world, he suffers the threefold miseries of the material existence because he is influenced by the avidya, nescience potency, which covers his constitutional position. So Kshatraga potency is ourselves, the jivas. He has full facility to live in spiritual world. But due to the influence of avidya or maya, illusion energy, his constitutional position is covered and he lives in material world. Taya tirohitattascha shakti kshatraga sangita. That is 156. Taya tirohitattascha shakti kshatraga sangita sarvabhuteshu bhopala taratamyano vartate. This living entity covered by the influence of nescience exists in different forms in the material condition. O king, he is thus proportionately freed from the influence of material energy to a greater or lesser degree. So in this way, all the living entities, that means ourselves, we are proportionately covered by influence of illusory energy, Maya, and sometimes we are, covered in a greater degree, sometimes we are covered in a lesser degree. Or to say in a different way, sometimes um, we are conscious in a greater degree, sometimes we are conscious in a lesser degree. So in this way, due to the influence of Maya, because Maya has different degrees of covering. So accordingly, sometimes we are more awakened, sometimes we are more sleeping. Ladhini Sandhini Sambit Tayaka Sarva Samsre. This is 157. Text 157. Ladhini Sandhini Sambit Tayaka Sarva Samsre Ladhatapukuri Misra Tayano Gunavarjite. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Satchidananda Vigraha. This means that he originally has three potencies. The pleasure potencies, the potency of eternity, and the potency of knowledge. Satchid Ananda. Sat means eternity, Chit means knowledge, and Ananda means pleasure. So in this way, Lord has three types of potencies. Together, these are called the Chit potency. Together, they are called Chit potency, and they are present in full in the Supreme Personality of God. Supreme Personality of God, who are living entities, who are part and parcel of the Lord. The pleasure potency in the material world is sometimes displeasing and sometimes mixed. So in the material world, the pleasure potency is sometimes displeasing. That means it is not unalloyed in material world. Our pleasure is covered. Sometimes it is mixed with miseries. This is not the case with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always happy, always blissful. He is never affected with displeasing condition. He is not under the influence of the material energy or its moods. So in this way, the Lord is Gunadhish. Gunadhish means he is not covered with material moods. Sattarajatama. He is above Sattarajatama. Anand, that is text 159. Anandangshe ladini sadangshe sandini chidangshe samvidyare gyanakori mani. So Lord's pleasure-giving potency is called ladini, and his eternity is called sandini, and his conscious portion is called shambit. Shambit means knowledge. अंतरंगा चित शक्ति तटस्था जीव शक्ति बहिरंगा माया तिने करे प्रेम भक्ति. So Lord has internal energy, chit shakti, spiritual energy. Tatastha energy is marginal energy, is ourselves, jiva, and bahiranga energy is maya, illusory energy. But all these three, antaranga, internal energy, marginal energy, and external energy. All these three has one function only, that is devotional service. All of them, they are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, and even if they are not engaged, it is their duty to be engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. सर्वविध ऐश्वर्य प्रभुर चित शक्ति विलास हेन शक्ति nahi mano parama sahas. So Lord has 6 kinds of opulences, everyone knows. Aishwarjasya, samagrasya, birjasya, jasasya, sriya, jnana vairagyasya, sannam bhagavatingana. But you are very, very courageous that you don't accept Lord's all these opulences and energies. You don't accept the varieties. In his spiritual potency, the Supreme Lord enjoys 6 kinds of opulences. You do not accept this spiritual potency, and this is due to your great impudence. Sahas. Maya dhisha maya basha ishware jive bhed. Hano jive ishwar saha kahata ya bhed. Lord is Mayadhish, he is controller of Maya. He is above Maya and he is never influenced by Maya. But jivas are Maya boss. They are always controlled by Maya. So how can you make them equal? Jiva and Ishvara is never equal. Never equal. They are equal qualitatively, but they are never equal qualitatively. Sorry. They are equal qualitatively, but they are never equal quantitatively. Just like a drop of water from ocean, qualitatively they are same, salty. Chemical combination is same. But quantitatively one is vast, the ocean is very vast, and the drop of water from ocean is very small. Gita Shastre Jiborupa Shakti Kuri Mane Heno Jive Bhat Kara Ishwarara Sane. This is text 163. In the Bhagavad Gita, the living entity is established as the material, marginal potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet you say that this living entity is completely different from the Lord. So this is the actually Mahaprabhu is explaining Achinta Bhedavet Tattva. In one side, yes, we are not equal to God. Another side, we are equal to God qualitatively. Qualitatively, you are equal to God because we have same qualification as God. At least minutely, we have same qualification as God. So in this way, we are same with God and different from God. Same with God, same with Krishna and different from Krishna. भूमिरापनलो वायु खंगमनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकारो इति अंग में भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego are my eightfold separated energies. These are external energies. Aparyomitasthu annang, verse 165. Aparyomitasthu annang prakriting vidhi me param Jiva-bhutang mahabahu jayadam dharate jagat. Besides these inferior energies, which are material, there is another energy, a spiritual energy, and this is the living being. O mighty armed one, the entire material world is sustained by living entities. So these living entities are spiritual energy, part of spiritual energy, Tatastha Shakti, and other eightful energies are material energies. So, uh, especially the jivas, they are everywhere. Even in the material world, they are everywhere. Because jivas are there, living entities are there. That's why the material world is running smoothly. Ishwarara se vigraha satchidanandakar se vigrahe kaha satta gunero vikar. So the spiritual form of the Lord is Satchid Ananda. Sat means eternity, Chit means conscious, full of knowledge, and Ananda means full of pleasure. But Mayavadis, they think this Vigraha or form of Lord is is actually product of material goodness. Product of material goodness, which is not. Material goodness is also material. The Lord's form is Vishuddha Satta, which is above material goodness, which is unalloyed goodness. Sivigraha janamane saito pashandi adrishya spishya sei hoy jamadandi. Anyone who doesn't accept the spiritual form of the Lord, even deity form, he is pashandi. He is atheistic. And he is adrishya, we should not see him. Auspicious, we should not touch him. And he is jamadandi, he is going to be punished by Jamraj uh, in the hellish planet. Vednamanya Buddha. This is text 168. 168. Vednamanya Buddha hoito nastik Vedasraya nastikavad Buddha ke adhik. So the Buddhas, those who are followers of Buddhism, they are considered as atheistic because they don't accept Veda. They don't accept Veda. So that's why they are called atheistic. But those who accept Veda and still they don't accept the form of the Lord, they accept Veda verbally, that yes, we accept Veda, but we don't accept the form of the Lord. They are more dangerous than Buddhists. Buddhists, they very clearly say we don't accept Vedas, but there are some atheistic people, they say we accept Veda, but we don't accept Lord's form. That is Mayavadi. That is Mayavadi. They are more dangerous than Buddhists. At least Buddhists are frankly declaring that we don't accept Vedas. But Mayavadis, they accept Vedas, but they deny the spiritual form of the Lord. Text 169. জীবের নিস্তার লাগি সূত্র কইল ব্যাস মায়াবাদী ভাষ্য শুনিলে হয় সর্বনাশ. So Vyasadev, Krishna Dvaipayan Vedas has has composed all the verses of the Vedas and Vedantas for deliverance of all conditioned living being. But if you hear the commentary of the Shankaracharya, Mayavadi commentary, then your everything is spoiled. Srila Vyasadeva presented the Vedanta philosophy for the deliverance of conditioned souls. But if one hears the commentary of Shankaracharya, everything is spoiled. Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hoy Sarvanash. Because our devotion, bhakti will be completely destroyed. Because according to Mayavadi conclusion, they say Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. They misunderstand what is I am Brahman. They think I am God. I am not God. But if I think I am God, there is no question of devotion or love. Text 170. Parinamavado Vesha Sutra Sammata Achinta Shakti Ishara Jagadrupe Parinata. So there is a theory called Parinamavad. Parinamavad means God never changes himself, but his energies can be changed. Even according to modern science, energies can be converted from one type of energy to another type of energy. So in this way, this is called Parinamavad. Parinamavad means that Lord's energy can be changed, and Lord has inconceivable energy, and these energies are changing and producing different varieties of material creation. Mani jaise avakrite is text 171. Mani jaise avikrite prasave hamabhar jagadrupa haishar tabu avikar. So there are different types of tar stone that they produce as varieties of gems, but the original tar stone remains unchanged and constant. Similarly, the Lord remains unchanged, although his energies are getting changed. His energies are getting converted from one type of energy to another type of energy and producing so many byproducts. But the Lord himself is completely unchanged. Krishna remains unchanged, but his energies are getting changed. This is called Shakti Parinambat. বেশ ভ্রান্ত বলি সূত্রে বেশ ভ্রান্ত বলি সেই সূত্রে দোষ দিয়া বিবর্তবাদ স্থাপিয়াছে কল্পনা করিয়া, but Shankaracharya he has established Vivartavad, uh, complaining that Vyasadeva is not correct, Vyasadeva is wrong. So in this way, Shankaracharya he established Mayavada philosophy, Vivartavad. Vivartavad, they thus find fault in the Vedanta Sutra and interpret it to try to establish the theory of illusion. Vivartavad is theory of illusion. Mayavad. Vivartavad is Mayavad. Just like you see a snake in the rope. The rope is rope, but when you see a snake in the rope, that is illusion. Illusion. So this is Vivartavad. But we say the Lord's energy is not illusion, but it is temporary. It is not illusion, it is temporary. But Mayavadi philosophers, they think that everything is illusion. Everything is illusion. জীবর দেহে আত্মবুদ্ধি সেই মিথ্যা হয়, জগৎ যে মিথ্যা নহে নশ্বর মাত্র হয়। টেক্সট 173. জীবের দেহে আত্মবুদ্ধি সেই মিথ্যা হয়, জগৎ যে মিথ্যা নহে নশ্বর মাত্র হয়। So when you think that I am this body, that is false. When I think that I am not soul, I am this body, that is false. But the world is not false, it is temporary. The world is not false. Even dream is not false, because a piece of stone cannot have dream. A piece of stone cannot dream. So dream is also a kind of existence, dreamy existence. But it is not false, it is temporary. প্রণব যে মহাবাক্য ঈশ্বরের মূর্তি, প্রণব হইতে সর্ববেদ জগত উৎপত্তি. So in the Vedanta, the main aphorism is pranab, omkar, om, om. This is the main aphorism. But Mayavadi, they take other verses, other aphorism as main, just like aham brahmasmi, tattamasi, you are God, I am God, like this. They misinterpret other verses and accept other verses as main. But in the Vedanta, the main aphorism is pranab, omkar, which is representing God. But they think tattamasi, the main aphorism, aham brahmasmi is the main aphorism. These are not main aphorisms. Aham brahmasmi means I am spirit soul. I am not param brahma. Naham param brahma, aham brahmasmi, naham param brahmasmi. I am not param brahma, but I am brahma. Tattamasi, you are that. You are that means you are qualitatively that, same with God, but quantitatively not. So that is our explanation, Vaishnava explanation given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. তত্ত্বমসি জীব হেতু প্রাদেশিক বাক্য, প্রণব না মানি তারে করে মহাবাক্য. So the Mayavadis, they think this Tattvamasi or Aham Brahmasmi are Mahavakya. But these are not Mahavakya. Mahavakya is Omkar, Pranab. এই মতো কল্পিত ভাষ্যে শত দোষ দিল. 176. টেক্সট 176. এই মতো কল্পিত ভাষ্যে শত দোষ দিল, ভট্টাচার্য পূর্বপক্ষ অপার করিল. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found hundreds of faults in Mayavada explanation, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya presented another hundreds of argument against Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. বিতণ্ডা ছল নিগ্রহাদি অনেক উঠাইল, সবখণ্ডী প্রভু নিজ মত সে স্থাপিল. In this way, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya argued with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, establishing the logic called Vitanda. logic called chal. Chal means imaginary interpretation. And nigraha. Nigraha means repulses to the opposite party. So in this way, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he presented different kinds of arguments, false arguments. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he defeated Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's all argument with perfect logic and with his conviction. Bhagavan Sambandha Bhakti, that is text 178. ভগবান সম্বন্ধ ভক্তি অভিদয় হয় প্রেমা প্রয়োজন বেদে তিন বস্তু পায়. So there is sambandha, abhidaya and prayojan. Sambandha means God is supreme, Krishna is supreme, we are his servant, that is called sambandha. And bhakti is abhidaya. Bhakti means duty, duty to the Lord, loving devotional service, abhidaya. And achievement is prema, prayojan. Prayojan means the reward is prema, Krishna prema. So sambandha, abhidaya, prayojan, these three things are explained in the Vedic literature. আর যে যে কিছু কহে সকলই কল্পনা শত প্রমাণ বেদবাক্য কল্পন লক্ষণা. So above these sambandha, abhidaya and prayojan, whatever you are explaining, these are all imaginary explanation. Veda is self-effulgent. No need to explain with some speculation. But the Mayavadi philosophers, they explain Vedic literature with speculation, which is like cloud. The cloud can cover the sunlight, but Vedas are like sunlight, sun and sunlight, but explanation of the Mayavadis are like clouds. আচার্যের দোষ নাহি ঈশ্বর আজ্ঞা হইল অতএব কল্পনা করি নাস্তিক শাস্ত্র কইল. Then someone may ask, then why Shankaracharya presented this false argument? Answer is that Shankaracharya is not in fault because the Supreme Personality of Godhead ordered Shankaracharya to present false argument, to bewilder the cheaters. Shankaracharya was sent by the Lord, and Shankaracharya was ordered by the Lord. Shankaracharya is Shiva himself. He was ordered by the Lord to confuse people. So Shankaracharya is faultless because he has confused people, being ordered by the Supreme Personality of God. Shagamaikal, that is verse 181. Shagamahi kalpitestancha jananmad vimukhan kuru mancha gopaya janasad srishtir suttarattara. Shagamahi kalpitai, my dear Shiva, you make a shastra with your imagination, Addressing Lord Shiva, the Supreme Person of Godhead, says, please make the general populace averse to me by imagining your own interpretation of the Vedas. Also cover me in such a way that people will take more interest in advancing material civilization just to propagate a population bereft of spiritual knowledge. So God wants this. Krishna himself wanted that people become godless. That's why there are so many varieties of religion, godless religion. পৃথিবীতে যাহা কিছু ধর্ম নামে চলে ভাগবত কহে তাহা পরিপূর্ণ ছলে. Whatever is running in the name of religion is actually full of cheating propensities. So the Lord himself wanted that people be bewildered, people be cheated, they become godless. The Lord wants, God wants that they become godless. That's why he sent Lord Shiva as Shankaracharya. Text 182. Mayavadamasasastram prachannam buddhamuchyate moiva vihitam devi kalo brahmana murtina. Lord Shiva is telling to his wife Parvati that actually I am Lord Shiva appeared as Shankaracharya, and I preached Mayavadam, which is actually Buddhism. I have come in the form of a Brahmana called Shankaracharya. I am Lord Shiva, has appeared. Here it is written, will appear as Shankaracharya as a Brahmana, and I will preach Mayavada philosophy to bewilder sinful people, so that sinful people cannot achieve God. That was the purpose of Shankaracharya's appearance, Lord Shiva's appearance. As, as Lord Shiva is the in charge of ghosts and hobgoblins, is the in charge of ghosts and hobgoblins. So the Mayavadis are like ghosts. And Krishna sent Shankaracharya, I mean Lord Shiva in the form of Shankaracharya, to preach Mayavada. So two verses are given from different Puranas. Padma Purana, two verses are given. Shuni Bhattacharya Hoila, this is text 183. Shuni Bhattacharya Hoila Paramo Vishmita Mukhena Nishware Bani Hoila Vishmita. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, being himself a great scholar, he understood the explanation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he became struck with wonder, and he could not speak a single word. He could not. He became stunned and said nothing, could not say anything. প্রভু কহে ভট্টাচার্য না করো বিস্ময় ভগবানে ভক্তি পরম পুরুষার্থ হয়. Then Mahaprabhu instructed Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, my dear Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, don't get surprised. Devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ultimate goal of life. আত্মারাম পর্যন্ত করে ঈশ্বর ভজন হইছে অচিন্ত ভগবানের গুণগান. Even those who are self-satisfied, they also serve God with loving devotion. That is text 185. Then text 186. Atmaramascha munoyo nirgrantopi urukrame kurvanti hoita king bhaktim mittam bhuta guna hari. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Lord Sri Krishna. Those who are not attracted by Maya, they are also attracted by the loving service of Krishna, because Krishna's qualities are transcendental and his activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transcendental attractive features. So Atmarama Muni, the sages who are self-satisfied, they are not disturbed by the attraction of Maya, but they are very much attracted to the qualities of Krishna Katha, to the qualities of Krishna and Krishna Katha. শনি ভট্টাচার্য কহে শোনো মহাশয় এই শ্লোকের অর্থ শুনিতে বাঞ্ছা হয়. Then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my dear sir, can you kindly explain this Atmarama verse? I want to hear. প্রভু কহে তুমি কি অর্থ কর তাহা আগে শুনি পাছে আমি করিব অর্থ যে বা কিছু জানি. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, okay, first of all, you explain this Atmarama verse. After hearing your explanation, if I know something extra, I will tell you. শনি ভট্টাচার্য শ্লোক করিল ব্যাখ্যান তর্কশাস্ত্র মত উঠায় বিবিধ বিধান. So, hearing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya started explaining this Atmarama verse, following the different rules of logic. নববিধ অর্থ কইল শাস্ত্র মত লইয়া শুনি প্রভু কহে কিছু ঈশত হাসিয়া. That is text 190. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya explained Atmarama verse in 9 different ways. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard his explanation and he expressed his opinion, smiling. After hearing Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's explanation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and replied, ভট্টাচার্য জানি তুমি সাক্ষাৎ বৃহস্পতি শাস্ত্র ব্যাখ্যা করিতে হইছে কারণ আহি শক্তি. So my dear Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking. My dear Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I know you are direct incarnation of Brihaspati, the gurus of the demigods. Otherwise, nobody can explain so nicely, so beautifully that you have explained the verse, Atmaram verse in 9 different ways. That is possible only by you because you are direct incarnation of Brihaspati. কিন্তু তুমি অর্থ কইলে পাণ্ডিত্য প্রতিভায় ইহা বই শ্লোকের আছে আরো অভিপ্রায় but whatever explanation you have done, that is your scholarship, you have shown your scholarship, but this verse has many other motivation. Then text 193 ভট্টাচার্যের প্রার্থনাতে প্রভু ব্যাখ্যা কইল তার নব অর্থ মধ্যে একনা ছুইল. So then, as Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya prayed to hear other explanation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he explained again, and he did not touch any of the 9 explanations given by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Whatever explanation was given by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not touch a single of his explanation, but he gave different explanation in different ways without touching the explanation given by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Text 194 আত্মারামশ্চ শ্লোকে একাদশ পদ হয় পৃথক পৃথক কৈল পদের অর্থ নিশ্চয়. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not explain this Atmarama verse according to his speculation. He selected 18 words from Atmarama verse, and for each word he collected the meaning from Shastra. No speculation. From each word, 11 words are there in Atmarama verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took these 11 words, and according to Shastra, he explained 11 words, and with each word he added the word Atmarama. There are 11 words in the Atmarama verse, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained each word one after other. তত্ত্ব পদ প্রাধান্যে আত্মারম মিলাইয়া অষ্টাদশ অর্থ কইলা অভিপ্রায় লইয়া. So in this way, with 11 words, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu added the Atmarama word, the word Atmarama. In this way, he explained Atmarama verse in 18 different ways. And in another place, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained Atmarama verse in 64 different ways. But here, with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya explained in 9 different ways, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained in 18 different ways without touching the explanation given by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. ভগবান তার শক্তি তার গুণগান অচিন্ত প্রভাব তিনর না যায় কথন. The Lord is inconceivable, his energies are inconceivable, his qualities are inconceivable. So in this way, Lord's influence is inconceivable and cannot be explained. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the speaker. This is verse number 196. অন্য যত সাধ্য সাধন করি আচ্ছাদন এই তিনে হরে সিদ্ধ সাধকের মন. These 3 items attract the mind of perfect student engaged in spiritual activities and overcome all other processes of spiritual activities. So here, these 3, that is, I think it is Sambandha, Avidhaya, Prayojan. So these 3 is the main thing which attracts the mind of the practicing devotees. সনকাদি সুখদেব তাহাতে প্রমাণ এই মতো নানা অর্থ করেন ব্যাখ্যান. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is text 198. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu supported his conclusion with the comment of Sanak Sanatan, Sukdev Goswami, etc. Text 199. শুনি ভট্টাচার্যের মনে হইল চমৎকার প্রভুকে কৃষ্ণ জানি করে আপনাধিকার. So hearing the explanation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya understood that he is Krishna himself, Otherwise, nobody can explain a verse like this because he himself was a scholar. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya himself was a scholar, good scholar. So he could understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's position. ইহতো সাক্ষাৎ কৃষ্ণ মুই না জানিয়া মহা অপরাধ কইনু গর্বিত হইয়া. He is Krishna himself, but I could not recognize him. So I am a great offender at his lotus feet. So this is verse 200. So I was requested to study up to verse 200. After that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will show the form, Narayan form of himself to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And after seeing that Narayan form, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya got completely converted from Mayavada path. He came to devotional path. So that is the liberation of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. If you have any question or comment, we can continue further. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Text 201. আত্মনিন্দা করি লইল প্রভুর শরণ কৃপা করিবারে তবে প্রভুর হইল মন. So then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya criticized himself. I am such a rascal that I could not identify the Lord. I was showing my scholarship to the Lord. So he started to criticize himself, and he takes shelter at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became merciful, and he wanted to deliver Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. নিজ রূপ প্রভু তারে করাইল দর্শন চতুর্ভুজ রূপ প্রভু হইলা তখন. This is 202. Text 202. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his four-handed form, Chaturbhuj Narayana form, to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So you can imagine what will be the condition of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. First of all, he became convinced by his scholarship, and secondly, when he saw the four-handed Narayan form directly, immediately Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became overwhelmed. দেখাইল তার আগে চতুর্ভুজ রূপ পাছে সমবংশী মুখ স্বকীয় স্বরূপ. So first he showed his four-handed, four arms form as Narayan, and again he showed his Krishna form. This is text 203. Krishna form as Shama Bangshimukh, that is blackish with a flute, playing flute. So that is Krishna form. First Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his Narayan form, then he showed his Krishna form. In this way, he completely conquered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's mind and heart, and Sarvabhauma became a mad follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the end of 200, verse 203. If you have any question, we can discuss further. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna. It is difficult for those who are tricky. Devotional path is difficult for those who are tricky, crooked-hearted, but it is easy for those who are simple-hearted and not tricky. Those who are simple-hearted, those whose mind is like child, simple-hearted like child, for them it is very easy. But those who are very crooked, those who do not have mood of surrender, for them it is difficult. For somebody it is difficult, for somebody it is very easy. Hare Krishna. Mm, 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 mm. Atmaram. Mm, 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 mm. Actually, the Lord was changing his form, just like in Vishwarupa first, he showed Krishna Vishwarupa, then he showed Narayan form, then he showed Krishna form. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was changing his form. So some acharyas they have written in one way, some acharya wrote in different way, but all are correct because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was changing his form. Maybe first Sarabhuja, then Narayan, then Krishna. So in this way, he was changing his forms, and Sarvabhauma was seeing one after another, different forms. So in this, we have to honor all the acharyas, and we have to accept all the presentation. Hmm, hmm, hmm. So, so both are correct. Both are correct. Actually, first time, second time, third time. So maybe first time he showed one form, then again he changed his form, again he changed his form. That is possible. Hmm. But in some other place it is mentioned because I know Sarva Bhattacharya saw six arm form. I know this. Hmm. Yeah. So it is authentic. It is authentic, but it may not be simultaneously. Yeah, one after another, one after another. Sarva Bhattacharya saw different forms. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So Chaitanya. Hmm. 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 Wow. Hmm. I think so. I think so. Musala is a Bengali word. I think Mugur. I think Mugur. Hmm. Plow. Nangal. Hmm. Hare Krishna. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो। जय पुरुषोत्तम मास की जय।